I'm a brand now, Adam. Maybe I need someone who matches my vibe. That's what she told me. Chin lifted, eyes already past me like I was background furniture. I nodded once. Maybe you do. Then I stopped funding the fantasy. No more influencer lifestyle, no more penthouse, no more designer bags or glossy facades. Without the scaffold of my money, the Instagram empire creaked. And then it crumbled. I'm Adam Cole, 36, senior software engineer in San Francisco. Base is $220,000. Stock pushes me toward $280,000 in a good year. Not flexing, just context. My girlfriend of 3 years, Sienna Hart, 29, called herself a lifestyle creator. 120,000 followers. Queen of luxury, according to her captions. Think curated rooftop cocktails, Chanel bags angled just right, and skyline panoramas from our Soma penthouse. $4, $500 a month. The aesthetic was immaculate. The reality was me. 2 years back, when we moved in together, Sienna was a part-time barista pulling about $32,000 a year and posting about manifesting abundance. She insisted on that penthouse. It's for my content, Adam. My followers expect a certain aesthetic. I hesitated because $4,500 a month is steep even for me, but I loved her, and I thought we were building something. We agreed to split the rent proportionally. I carried $3,600. She covered $900. Her part barely covered utilities, but I didn't make it a thing. The lease went through me because her credit score was 560. Mine was 790. I handled every call, every email, every squeaky hinge. 6 months ago she went viral, a reel about morning routines and success. A wellness brand threw her a sponsorship. Suddenly she was making around $80,000 a year from deals. Respectable. Not penthouse money. The shift was instant. Week 1. Can you believe I'm finally a full-time influencer? Week 2. I need to upgrade my wardrobe to reflect my brand. Week 3. A $2,000 Gucci jacket appeared on a card I later found out already carried a $7,000 balance. By week 4, she was correcting me at dinner parties about tech trends, me with 14 years in the industry. She'd been an influencer for 27 days. The breaking point landed last Friday. Rooftop bar. Sienna's circle. Other 20-somethings devoted to the look of things. One of them, Jade, asked about our apartment. It's unreal, Sienna gushed. Floor-to-ceiling windows, private balcony. The whole vibe screams success. That must cost a fortune, Jade said, eyes shining. Sienna laughed, tossed her hair. When you're at my level, you invest in the lifestyle you deserve. I nearly spit out my $18 cocktail. I still paid for the Uber home. In the car, she doubled down. I'm serious, Adam. My brand is about luxury. I can't post from some basic apartment. You know I pay 80% of the rent, right? I said. She rolled her eyes, new habit. God, why is it always about money with you? I'm building something big. My followers are up 20% this month. You've been at the same company forever. Where's your ambition? I looked at the woman I had supported through barista shifts and failed Etsy shops. The woman who lived in a penthouse she couldn't touch without me. You're right, I said calm. Maybe you need someone who matches your vibe. Exactly, she smirked, thinking that was checkmate. Someone at my level. That was Friday at 10 p.m. By Saturday morning, I was at the leasing office. Paula, the property manager, knew me by name. I'd handled every payment, every maintenance ticket, every polite email when the elevator groaned. Adam, what's up? She asked, pulling our file. I asked about our lease terms. Turns out only my name was on it. Sienna was merely an authorized occupant. Her credit wouldn't have qualified. Termination. 60-day notice. Or, since the lease renewed in 40 days, I could just decline renewal. Early termination fee, $9,000. I nodded. What if Sienna wants to take over? Paula checked the system. Income requirement is 3 times rent, $13,500 monthly gross. Sienna's $80,000 annual is about $6,667 a month. Nowhere close. Minimum credit score 700. She was still in the 600s, even after I paid off a $3,000 card for her last year. I declined the renewal on the spot. Then I apartment hunted. Found a sleek 1-bed in Mission Bay for $2,200 a month. Modern and quiet. No Instagram-worthy rooftop, but perfect for me. I put down a deposit to move in right after those 40 days. Sienna came home that night, oblivious, filming a reel about manifesting your dream life. She barely glanced at me. Crushed a brand deal pitch today, she said, thumbs still scrolling. They said I'm the future of wellness content. I nodded and, in my head, started packing. Over the weekend she kept her distance, sleeping in the guest room and posting cryptic stories about leveling up and cutting out negativity. Her latest reel: surround yourself with people who match your energy. Boss babe. I laughed. She thought she was untouchable. Monday I worked from home. She left in a $600 Reformation dress and kissed my cheek like nothing was wrong. I started untangling our lives. Electricity. My name. Cancelled. Internet, my account, scheduled to disconnect in 40 days. Netflix, Spotify, her gym membership as my guest, gone. Then the big one, her Audi Q5. Lease under my credit because hers was trashed. $700 a month, which I had covered as our expense. I called the dealership and removed autopay. Payment due from her now. Her business card wasn't approved yet. For brand expenses, she'd been swiping my Amex with promises to pay me back when the deals close. I cut that off too. By noon, the text started. Adam, my card got declined at a brand lunch. This is humiliating. Must be a glitch, I wrote. Use your debit. I'm with a sponsor, she fired back. Fix this. You said you needed someone at your level, I typed. I'm giving you space to live that. She called 12 times. I didn't pick up. That evening she stormed in. You embarrassed me in front of a client. They think I'm broke. Aren't you? I asked. You pay $900 toward a $4,500 apartment. This is financial abuse, she snapped. I'm a brand. I need this lifestyle to succeed. No, I said steady. You need my money to pretend you're succeeding. The lease is in my name. You've got 40 days. Her jaw dropped. You're kicking me out? We can work through this. Work through you saying I'm not ambitious enough? That I don't match your vibe? Tears appeared on cue. I was stressed. I didn't mean it. What's my job title? I asked. Silence. What do I actually do at work? More silence. 3 years together, and she couldn't say I led a team building AI-driven cloud infrastructure. She had never asked. She spent the night on the phone with her best friend, Nina, crying about her toxic boyfriend, who couldn't handle her success. I locked my office door and kept packing. The next week became a masterclass in delusion. Sienna went full Instagram warrior. Posts about choosing growth over comfort, embracing worth, and luxury mindset. Her followers cheered the glow up. Meanwhile, reality knocked. She started apartment hunting. Turns out $80,000 a year doesn't buy a Soma penthouse. The $3,000 places demanded about $9,000 up front, first, last security. Her savings? $2,300, mostly from a recent deal. The $2,000 apartments were 50 minutes from her rented content studio. Without the Audi, commuting would be brutal. She missed the first car payment. The dealership was already calling. The $1,500 studios were tiny, lightless, in neighborhoods she called sketchy. On Wednesday, the Audi dealership called me. Sienna had begged them to fix the payment issue, claiming a mistake. I clarified, I'm the leaseholder, but she's responsible now. She can pay or return it. That night, she tried a new tactic: seduction. Lingerie I bought, candles, soft music. Adam, don't you miss us? I miss someone who saw me as more than a bank account. That's not fair. I love you. What's my favorite book? Nothing. My hometown? Nothing. You loved the lifestyle, Sienna. Not me. By week 2, panic set in. Her brand deals stalled. Sponsors noticed the luxury sheen slipping. No rooftop shoots. No new designer outfits. She tried to fake it, borrowing a friend's Prada bag for a reel. The comments clocked her. Is that Nina's bag? Jade dropped by unannounced, expecting penthouse glamour. She saw my half-packed boxes. Where's Adam's stuff? He's reorganizing, Sienna said, voice tight. You're keeping this place, right? You said it's all you. Just exploring options, she murmured. Monday she posted, embracing a minimalist reset. Less is more. Intentional living. The comments were brutal. Girl, what happened to the penthouse vibes? Is this a breakup glow down? One follower who clearly knew us wrote, heard Adam's moving out. Good luck with the reset. Sienna deleted it. She contacted a luxury realtor. Trevor came to evaluate. So, with your $80,000 income, you're looking at about $2,000 max for rent without a cosigner. Credit score? Around 620, she mumbled. Trevor's smile faded. Luxury buildings want 700 plus. The math doesn't work. But I'm an influencer. I have 120,000 followers. Followers don't pay rent, he said. Her professional life cracked wider. A sponsor pulled out after she couldn't afford a photo studio location. The studio canceled her membership, 2 missed payments. At a brand lunch, her card declined for $150. She texted me, "You're ruining my career." "I'm letting you live at your level," I replied. "Isn't that what you wanted?" Week 3, her family jumped in. Her mom, Diane, and sister, Grace, showed up on a Saturday. I was boxing my books when they marched in. "Adam, this is cruel," Diane said. "Sienna's a mess. She told me I didn't match her vibe," I said. "I'm respecting it." "You make so much money," Grace snapped. "Why can't you just pay the rent?" "How much do I make?" I asked. She guessed. "Like $150,000? I laughed. "Try $280,000 in a good year." Sienna had told them she was above my level. Diane blinked. "She said she made more than you." "She also said she pays for this penthouse," I said. "Ask her about last Friday's rooftop bar." They left stunned. That night Sienna tried one last time. Tears streaming. "Adam, I messed up. I got caught up in the image. I'll tell everyone the truth. Please don't leave." I looked at the woman who posted about cutting out negativity while living off my income. "You didn't just insult me," I said. "You showed me you never saw me. You saw my wallet." "I can't afford anything," she sobbed. "My followers are turning on me. I'm a fraud." I didn't argue. Week 4 brought desperation. Engagement tanked. Unfollows rolled in. Without the penthouse backdrop, her pitch deck read amateur. Her agent dropped her for brand inconsistency. She begged her mom for a loan to cover a new studio. Diane refused. "You need to grow up, Sienna." With 10 days left, she found a $1,600 studio 45 minutes from downtown. No balcony, no views, flickering lights and a noisy neighbor. She borrowed $4,000 from her mom for move-in costs and swore she'd rebuild. The Audi went back to the dealer voluntary repossession, dragging her credit into the low 500s. She bought a bus pass, 90 minutes each way. Her Instagram went quiet, then private. Moving day arrived. I was already settled in my $2,200 one-bed, sipping coffee on a modest balcony. Sienna posted one last thing before locking down. "Sometimes growth means letting go of excess. Grateful for new beginnings. Minimalist mindset." The comments were savage. "What happened to the Chanel bags? Is this you on the bus loudly crying face?" A former sponsor wrote, "Wishing you well, Sienna. Focus on authenticity now." Life moved forward. I met Maya, a data analyst at a tech meetup. She makes $110,000, insisted we split our first dinner, and actually asked about my work, real questions about cloud architecture. She remembered my favorite book, Dune, from a casual chat. Felt refreshing. Last week I ran into Jade at a coffee shop. "Heard about you and Sienna," she said, stirring her latte. "She's saying you sabotaged her brand. Did she mention she paid $900 toward a $4,500 penthouse?" I asked. Jade's jaw dropped. She said she covered it all. "Ask her about the minimalist reset," I said. "She's borrowing money for coffee now." Jade laughed. "We all knew she was faking it. The Gucci was rented. Her sponsorship was half unpaid." Yesterday I got a text from an unknown number. Sienna using Grace's phone. "Adam, I'm sorry. I threw away everything for likes. My studio's falling apart. I miss you." I didn't respond. There was no us. There was Sienna, her Instagram, and my bank account. She wanted someone at her level. She got it. A $1,600 studio, a bus pass, and a brand in ruins. Her account popped back up last night with a post about finding strength in humility. Someone commented, "Is this why you asked for $5 for gas yesterday?" She deleted it. This morning I sat on my quiet balcony, coffee warm in my hands, looking at a city that felt suddenly honest. Best $9,000 lease break fee I've ever spent. Build your life on what's real, your income, your values, your relationships. Chasing an image might get you likes, but it won't pay the rent. And if someone's supporting your dreams, don't spit in their face. They might just let you fall to your level.